collab video that we are doing. This is kind of like a two-part video, and because a lot of you guys said that you liked having the three of us doing a video together, we decided we were going to kind of incorporate that into this. So yes, my name is Laney, and this is my side geek friends Marshall and Chris, and you're going to be able to see our social media information above there and also down below. It will be there for you. So basically what we're doing right now is my part of it is a collab I'm doing with 3 other people in my Geeks and Beauties group where we sent each other $10 worth of makeup, and we have to do a complete look for Valentine's Day using these products. Now, I don't think we ever said I have to use only these products, so I'm going to be using other things as well. And as we go through the makeup look, it's going to be very similar to our makeup in a movie where I'll tell you what I'm using and if I got it from my person or not. And the person that I have is Lydia, and she has a blog, but she also has started doing YouTube videos as well, and I will link her stuff down below. So right now I'm going to pass it over to Marshall, and he's going to tell you about what they're doing in this video.
So what we're doing over here is we have found this little game on the internet called willyoupressthebutton.com. This is a very simple kind of game. It gives you a situation. If you push the button, the situation becomes true. Yeah, in theory. There's a good side to every one of them, and there's a bad side. Are you going to push the button? Afterwards, we find out whether a lot of people agree with us or not, and things like that. So, you're going to start getting into our psyche a little bit.
Okay, so basically how we're going to do that is he is going to, well, first I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do in my look. He is going to ask the question, and we are going to discuss how we answer it very briefly, and then we're going to go to the next makeup item. So that's kind of how we're going to do. So since I'm starting off, I'm actually using these 2 things. This is the e.l.f. blush in Shy, and this is a Sally Girl eyeshadow trio, and it's in Insta Glam, and those are the 2 that I'm using. I'm going to use this as a blush, and then I'm going to use this in my eye look, and basically what I'm doing is I'm using this as an all-over base on my eye and a highlight as well as a blush, and then I'm going to be using this. I'm probably going to use the blue and the brown kind of like in the crease, and then maybe I will use the green as kind of like underneath the eye a little bit, but she did give me this brush from Wet n Wild, so I'm going to try to use this in the eye look as much as possible, but I hope it blends very well. We will see. Alright, are you ready?
Alright, our first question. You get a spaceship and the opportunity to explore space until you die, but you will never meet a human or alien being for the rest of your life. Will you push that button?
I'm gonna say no, because while space and all that stuff is kind of cool, I'm not that interested in it personally. Mm-hmm. And especially with the fact of meeting nobody, I'm gonna say no for me.
I don't feel like I would push that button because, you know, it's nice to be able to meet new people in space if you're going to have aliens out there, or at least have somebody to talk to other than, you know, your personal log. I mean, The Martian was fun, but at least he got to communicate with people later.
Yeah, I kind of am not wanting to push the button. I don't know if you guys watch Last Man on Earth, but there's a similar situation happening on that, where his brother is up in the spaceship by himself, and he has nobody, and he's basically talking to worms, and the worms all die, and so he's flipping out. I think that's how I'd be. So I'm going to say no, not pressing the button.
Great, because 74% of people agree with us. They want to see some other people in their life. This is actually a pretty good dilemma. Okay, so, the next one. You get the superpower of flight, but you can only fly feet first.
It's like going down a water slide.
True, all the time. I would say yeah, because you get to fly at least, and I don't really care how or what, as long as at least I know, well, if I can tell where I'm going though, in some way. Sure.
Just put your head up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not only that, it makes a great superhero, just at least the concept of it. It's like Flying Kickman.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Sure, let's do that.
No traffic.
75% of people agree with us. Live your life as your favorite video game character, but it's played by someone who's terrible at the game. That's, oh.
I'm I'm not doing it. I already have issues with people, like when I play with people and they like try to play their own way and it's like on my game account and I'm like, no, this is my game. So yeah, I'll get frustrated.
My favorite character is probably Yoshi, and it would probably get really annoying if someone couldn't play very well, because if you played Yoshi's Woolly World, there's a lot of annoying noises that happen. They're adorable at first, but they get really annoying really quick.
Yeah.
And living in that world, yeah.
Not only that, Yoshi gets dumped into bottomless pits constantly. And my favorite is Link, so with no one being able to... No, I'm not pressing that button. Well, 30% of people did press the button.
Okay, so basically what I want to tell you is that because my brush is really kind of fluffy, I'm using the sponge tip applicator to apply the blue into the crease before I blend it out, as well as the green to my under eye, so I'm still technically utilizing what came with this. That's happening. Alright, next question.
You have a lifetime supply of your favorite food, but you become obese and die at 41.
I mean, doesn't that already happen in the world?
That's real life? No. As much as I love nachos, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't say you don't have to eat your favorite food, like you don't get to eat your favorite foods.
Well, no, it says that
Totally.
you get endless supply of it, right?
Yeah, you get an endless supply, but that doesn't mean you never eat it.
Yeah,
I say no.
No, I'm not either.
78% of people agree with us. A person of your choice will love you unconditionally and care about you for the rest of your life, but you become quadriplegic.
I push that button.
Yeah, that's really not the worst thing in the world.
No, really not.
I mean, yeah.
I like having my hands at least, but...
I know people who don't have their hands or their legs, and there's so many things out there that...
Yeah, I mean, I actually
help you.
remember hearing about one artist that was in one of my classes where she used her mouth for everything. Like, she held the brush with her mouth, and she managed to tape up rigs to make straight lines, and it was... So, the two of you say you'd press the button by...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
People did not agree with us on that one.
Of course not. Okay, you guys, I am now kind of done with the eyeshadow portion of this look. It's interesting, especially using the green underneath. I think it's strange, but I like how in the crease it's kind of like this darker color, so that's awesome. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be using is this. This is an eye pencil by Sally Girl, and it's in the shade Bella. It is kind of like a reddish brown color, so I think I'm first going to use it on my eyebrows, but I'm also going to use my NYX brow mascara to lock it in, and then I'm going to use it in my waterline, but I am not going to use it in my upper lids. I'm going to be using the Justy's Girl liner in the upper lids for that.
There's a part of me that wants to skip this one, actually.
Too bad. Keep going.
You live with 4 of your favorite celebrities, but whenever you poo, there is a microphone and video recorder inside the toilet which interrupts any TV signal, so everyone sees and hears throughout the house.
Who wants to live with celebrities? I don't know. I don't know if I want to live with my favorite celebrities. That's just
Be
me.
friends with them, sure. Live with them, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
It was actually pretty dispersed on this one, half and half. You have the ability to time travel, but you can only visit a year once, meaning that you can't go back to when you came from.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, that's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Don't we already do that?
Only we go in only
Only
one.
Oh, we're
forward.
only going forth. No.
Yeah.
That kind of depends. Like, if I was with someone and I'm not going to be, like, alone going through time, because, like, obviously you're going to leave people behind. You're not going to see them again.
There's a lot of time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the
Well-
ultimate Doctor Who episode.
Yeah.
I do it. I do it.
I would
There's
do
a
it, but I'd
loophole
have to have someone with me. I couldn't do it alone.
There's
I
a
don't know.
loophole here. Right before midnight of New Year's Eve, you go back and do a whole bunch of time travel, and then come back to the next year. Which means that all you missed was a couple of hours. So you get to go anytime you ever wanted and experience all sorts of different things. The only problem is, do you still age while you time travel? Because then time travel is shaving years off your life.
I'd do it.
You want to do it?
I would do
Yeah.
it.
Okay, let's do it.
That's cool.
It was very much dispersed on this one, at 53 to 47%. It was 53% said yeah. You will live 3 times longer than any human, but feel pain 3 times more.
That's a lot. No.
That is a lot. It's like going through childbirth
On a
all the
regular
time.
basis.
I don't know. I don't really care to live like extra long. I mean, a normal length is good enough for me.
Eternal life does not mean eternal youth, and so the
Yeah.
other 2 lifetimes that you're living is going to be hell.
Yeah, I don't. It's not worth it for me.
Yeah, not me either. And people agree with us, 61%.
Alright, so next step I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lash Sensational in black and also the Smashbox Full Exposure mascara. I was not given any mascara for this. However, I was given false lashes from e.l.f. This is the Dramatic Lash Kit, which means of course we're going to have to turn the camera off so I can put it on and then come back. But this should be enough for one question. So let's do this while I'm putting on mascara.
You can control animals with your mind, but when they are finished with your task, they attack you.
Wait, but you can still control them with your mind. So they can attack you and then you can be like, stop.
But then when they stop, they're going to attack you again.
Yeah.
Because they just followed your command.
Uh-huh.
So just be a loop. I don't know, maybe if it was like the most harmless, adorable animal, you'd just be like, keep attacking me.
Legions of hamsters doing your bidding. Yeah, that's tough.
I kind of want to say no.
I'd say no, my cat already attacks me.
And doesn't do what you tell it to do.
And does not do what I tell it to do.
No, I will not. 45 to 55. 55 said no.
Okay, you can do another one. I still love this.
Become a billionaire, but your job is to read this terrible site for 8 hours a day.
Read what site?
I would assume it would be this site, the Will You Press the Button. However, it could also be interpreted as a really terrible site. You just gotta go and read it.
I mean, that's like a regular job anyways.
Seriously.
I'd say yeah, sure.
Okay.
I mean, you're going to be a billionaire, but you have an 8-hour-a-day job.
Well, I mean, you can definitely make an extra. That half your living is right there, going on Twitter making fun of it.
Yeah.
76% of people agree with us. So we're gonna do some eyelashes now.
Yes, we are, and then we'll come
Let's
back.
do that.
Okay, we're back with these lashes, which are actually super long this way, so they're interesting to be wearing. But anyway, for my last thing, which we'll have maybe 1 or 2 questions, I did want to bring up, she did also include this Sally Girl nail polish, but unfortunately I can't put it on because I didn't realize I was getting nail polish in this, so I had put some Jamberries on my nails, which you can see right here, which, forgive my cuticles, that's one of the reasons why I'm wearing the Jamberries, is so that I can grow my nails out and like have healthier cuticles, so I can't take them off to try this. But anyway, it's like this really pretty like sparkly pinky color, so that's awesome. I'll probably wear that later. But the last thing I have is this lipstick. It just says lip color, but it doesn't have a name. It's just like 388352, and it's kind of a pink color. So that's the last thing I'm going to be putting into my look today, and we can do, you know, another couple questions.
Pokemon become real, but you can never own one. How do you feel
It's not
about
even
that?
worth it. It's not even worth it.
I don't care.
Hey, let's talk.
I don't care. I'll do whatever you guys want to do.
Okay. 39% of people pressed the button, 61 said no way, I want a Pokemon. Half-Life 3 comes out, but you can't play it for 15 years. You can only watch 12-year-old trolls play it.
I'm not
Also
a
don't care.
fan. I'm not a big fan of the games.
I never played the first 2. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't care.
So,
It'd be funny to see all the little 12-year-old trolls play it.
I will not. Would you?
No.
No.
Okay. I don't really care. But
Yeah, 61% of people agree with us.
Alright.
So there we are.
Well, there we go. There's my Valentine's look for $10 that I got from Lydia, and I think it's kind of an interesting look. It's very fresh and subtle and natural, so I like that a little bit. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in
Will you press the button?
WillYouPressTheButton.com, check it out. It's kind of interesting and fun.
All right.
Yeah. So thank you. Oh, I did want to also bring up, she sent me this, and it is you don't know if you can see it because I'm wearing it, but it is a necklace in the shape of Florida. Yeah.
Stayed in the shape?
It's in the shape of Florida. So I'm wearing it also because I thought it was really cute, and I'm living in Florida currently. I kind of want to get one that's California also because that's my home state. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep calm
And stay.
Zainey.
Bye-bye.
See you later.